So I'm so excited to have you here today. The women that's going to be a part of this segment, Energy Toss Radio Show, Powerful Women segment, is a part of the full-figured Miss Georgia USA Pageant. I'm excited about that. They have multiple stories, things that you need to hear, things that you need to know. It's just not about the crown, it's about the sisterhood, and I'm excited to have you to be a part of that today. Welcome to Energy Toss Radio Show, Powerful Women segment.
Our culture, our love, our power, our magic, our way.
Energy Toss Radio. Toss Radio. I am so excited you guys are here with me today. I know it's odd to see me in front of y'all and me not on, beside you guys. Welcome to Energy Toss Radio Show, Powerful Women segment. What does that sound like to you guys? Let's start with you, Alexis. Powerful women. What does that mean to you?
To me, it just means that we don't let nothing stop us and we keep it moving. We do what we have to do and we make sure that we take care of not only ourselves, because we always take care of ourselves first, but also our families and our communities and everything else. So
You're a delegate in the pageant.
Yes, I am.
Which part?
I am Ms. Exquisite Full Figure Georgia.
Which category? Look at
it should be. This category is Ms. Exquisite Full Figure Georgia.
All right.
Okay, there you
All right. Pass it back to Miss LaToya. Miss LaToya, please introduce yourself for the people.
Hello. My name is LaToya Francois. I am the director of the Miss Full Figure Georgia Pageants.
Georgia, Alabama.
Alabama too, but we're
the
talking
good
about
stuff.
Georgia today. Well, yeah, Miss Full Figure Georgia and Alabama, and that's it. We're not gonna put that out there.
You might go a little further. You don't know.
No, we're not.
You don't know. Earlier this week within our group chat, Miss LaToya put out, who thought this was going to be easy? Jasacola, what did you think?
Never thought it would be easy, but it's definitely gained my respects.
Mm-hmm. In what way?
The work you have to put in. It doesn't come easy.
Mm-hmm.
And the work that you put in forces you to actually put yourself out there with different people, going to different events. And it's actually helped open up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Now introduce yourself to the people.
Well, my name is Jasacola Barber. I am contestant for Miss Full Figure Georgia. My platform is conquering trauma and abuse through loving your beautiful and authentic self. So.
Come on now with the good speech. All right. When loving yourself and understanding the beauty of that, I knew when I started this pageant, I was like, I'm going to do it, right? I'm just going to try it. Because my platform is anxiety awareness. So a lot of times when people come in and see me on this platform, it's like, wait, you're comfortable here. Because this is my comfortability area, right? Where are you most comfortable? Is it Alyssa? Where are you most comfortable?
I am most comfortable in the kitchen.
Oh, well, I like you. What do you do in the kitchen? Because people wash dishes.
I cook.
What you doing in the kitchen, Alyssa?
I cook. I've been
Okay.
cooking since I was 5 years old, actually.
Okay.
And I love
Introduce
it.
yourself to the people.
My name is Alyssa T. Ford, and I am also a delegate for Miss Full Figure Georgia
2022.
2022.
Gotta let them know it's a 2022.
Yes.
In 2022, we are battling a lot of things. You could pass the mic back to the middle. We battle a lot of things, and in battling a lot of things, we try to figure out where we're gonna go next, how we're gonna move next, what's gonna be our next up, and what's gonna be our next down. Was there ever a moment that you were in the pageant or part of the pageant that you felt like you were at your lowest point and you didn't want to go any further? Miss Christina.
Well, I would say, being that I competed in 2020, of course,
Was that COVID year?
it was
Right before or
COVID
during COVID?
year. It was during.
And y'all, you kept going during that
COVID.
year?
And
Give
we
it to
kept
'em.
going under the amazing direction of LaToya, Francois.
She gonna talk some more.
Listen, she made it happen. She opened doors. She figured out how we were going to put on this pageant. She just literally went roundabout and made sure that it was 6 feet of social distancing. There were, different ways of sanitizing, the areas or what have you. But I was in the process of purchasing a home. And I, at times, didn't know whether it was up, down, round, and about. I competed in, of course, the exquisite category, and I was at wit's ends. I was in boxes. All the time.
I'm sorry, whose inbox was you at? Tell us who, you like a little juicy. Who was, okay. So that's why we getting the message now, stay out my inbox.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Christina.
I'm
We
sorry.
appreciate that.
I did it.
It starts somewhere. It's okay.
It started somewhere. I did, and I aggravated her mind, body, and soul wholeheartly. So now that is the reason why you guys cannot be in her inbox.
Well, we learn it. We learn it.
Yes, and so there were times where I promise you I didn't know whether I was coming or going, and I stuck through it. There were tears. There were a lot of fears, but I made it through. And I'm here today, standing before you. Well, right now, sitting.
Oh, come on now.
But
It's a good sit.
yes, it is a good sit.
It's a good sit.
It is a good sit because I had an amazing example to follow that's sitting to my left right now.
Come on now.
You know,
Come on now.
and I tell her every day, thank you, for first allowing me to interview, but seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself.
Now, for the good people that don't know whom you are, come
on
on now, I ain't have to say it. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
I am Christina Grier, Miss Full Figured 2020 contestant, but now
Come on now.
reigning as the ambassador of the pageant. And I love the title, and I am absolutely amazed that my director and the awesome CEO, saw something in me, that literally gave me the title. So I'm happy to be here working alongside my director and motivating and cultivating these beautiful ladies, for
Well,
the
you definitely
pageant.
are my mentor,
And
and I
really-
feel for you. Let me tell you something about those inboxes. She do not play with them inboxes, I'm gonna tell you, and you're doing an amazing job, though.
I thank you.
And being a part of this pageant, I found that there was more. We went to Douglasville. And when we went to Douglasville, I found out it was more than just a pageant, right? Of course, you're going towards the crown. That's what you're here for. You're doing your thing for that. I found out at that moment, I knew it, but I found out at that moment it was a sisterhood. Everybody was checking on everybody. When was the moment that you realized that this was an authentic sisterhood, Sunshine? And really, guys, that's her name. We're not talking about Harlem Nights. That's her name. It's Sunshine. That's her name. Okay. So,
I
when did you
realized that it was authentic. I think one of our practices when Miss LaToya had us to look in the mirror and be transparent about ourselves. Yes,
Oh, my
to be
God,
transparent
y'all.
about ourselves. And I think at that moment, we saw a different side of everybody. Everybody was authentic. Everybody was transparent. Everybody opened up. We cried tears. We wiped each other's tears. So that's when I knew that it was truly a sisterhood and we wasn't afraid to be our authentic self in front of each other.
For the ones that don't know, might I finish the question?
I am Trista.
I couldn't. Go on.
I am Trista Anderson, and I am a contestant in the Miss Full Figure Georgia 2022 pageant.
Awesome. Now, I remember first hearing about it through you. I interviewed you before, and I was at the radio station then, and I was like, what? Where? When? And I just started following you. And it was amazing looking at those young ladies on their journey. How long have you been doing this, being a director?
Okay, so I've been the director of the Miss Full Figure Georgia pageant. This will be my 4th event this year, so 4 years.
Give me the scariest moment.
Okay, my scariest moment.
Only one.
My scariest moment was the 2020 year, trying to make sure that I kept myself together so that everybody else stayed calm. Tried to make sure everybody was as safe as possible through this process. Negotiating things that I had never negotiated, like getting the venue to give me double for what I paid for, just to make sure the girls were straight and all that kind of stuff. And I got through it.
You did.
I got through
I've been
it, and
watching
nobody
you.
got sick.
Yeah,
So-
I've been watching you, and I just want to reiterate, for me doing this, it has nothing to do with the crown. Me wanting to do this is wanting people to know that there's a sisterhood here, even after, because I see Miss Glenda Hayes, I see other women that are still sticking to you after that, and I told you before, you need to teach etiquette classes. You need more. We need more. We need more from you, because you got, look, that director is in your bone. So we're ending now, right? See how quick that was? Easy and simple. What do you want people to know about the Miss Full Figured pageant? Alyssa, we starting with you.
What I would like to take away from the Full Figure pageant is the exposure. And what I would like for them to know is that we support each other. All of us, when we had the mirror moment, but as we continue to post and tell our stories, people are able to see that we can see each other in each other.
There you go.
So it really is
Don't
a
start.
sisterhood.
I'm already losing my voice. I'm not finna cry with you today.
I'm trying my best, y'all. Y'all know I'm the
Y'all know I'm a
crybaby.
crybaby too. My little lash steady old no. And I got on lashes.
But yes, that's what I want them to take away is the exposure and understanding that we are all in this together, for real.
Yeah. Jasacola, it's going on down.
I see. What I would like to take away, and everyone else to take away from the pageant, is just knowing that regardless of what you've been through or what you're going through, that you still have a voice. And it's up to you to use the voice and how you choose to use it. And shouldn't nothing technically shut you up, but that goes deeper than talking. Just knowing to keep going, keep your head up, keep going strong, and what's for you is for you.
We're going to pass it to Miss Alexis next, and then Sunshine, and then Miss.
I would say the takeaway from this pageant is I have this thing called my no regrets list. So do your no regrets list. That means there should be nothing that you regret in life. Do it. This was part of my no regrets list. That I said, I can do this. And I'm gonna do this.
And
And
you
everybody
doing it
else
too.
said, you should do this. And I said, you know what, maybe I should. So I'm here. And now I can scratch it off. So I don't have a
scratch
regret.
off.
I don't have a regret of, well, what if I could have, you know. And then when you do that, you find your sisterhood behind you, because you didn't know you had a sisterhood until you got into something that you didn't know about or you didn't think you could do at one time, but you put yourself out there and you gained not only a more sense of yourself, but you gained other people to help you along too.
Come on now, scratch off. Lottery ticket, I like that.
What I want people to take away from this is it's okay to be you. It's okay. It's okay to show the you, the real you. Beauty is not always about what's on the outside. It's helping us show what's in the inside as well. So that's what I want people to take away from this pageant, from just
shout.
watching all of us.
You about to make me shout.
and I guess it just shows, because I always find people that's probably over the age of 40, I'm like, it's a place for you in here. We have exquisite, and everybody be like, oh, I like that name. So it's a place for everybody in this pageant, and things that we struggle with on the outside with body image or people body shaming, you know, bigger women or plus size women. It's just showing them that, hey, we're going to put on a swimsuit, we're going to put on an evening out, we're going to do all of those things, and we're going to show you what you made of.
Look at Toya like, what a man.
So that's what I want to show people in this.
I like that.
The takeaways for me that I want everybody to understand is the confidence builder that Miss Full Figured has put out there. The self-esteem that we cultivate. This pageant is absolutely amazing, and I hope that everyone, every woman from the age of 18 to 60 literally signs up. Come on.
You're like, that's a lot of women.
Georgia, Alabama, and surrounding states that we are going to take on.
I don't know if he got that little louder. Like, okay, not just, it's secret.
However, that's what I want them to take away from the Miss Full Figured pageant.
All right.
Well, all right now.
Okay, the main thing that I like for my ladies to take away from the pageant after they go through the process, because it is a process. It's not just I came and I just did it or whatever. There is a process throughout the process. And what I like or want everybody to take away from it is, okay, yes, you are competing for the crown. But if you don't win the crown, you still continue to do what you said you was going to do as far as your platform and things like that, or whatever you were doing before, because the crown is a plus and not a must. It's definitely not a must. You already have your crown. Keep on doing what you're doing. Don't feel like, oh, I didn't win, so I can't keep going forward with the anxiety or whatever, you know. Make everybody still aware of what your platform is and keep it pushing. And love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself first, nobody else will.
I think in this particular platform or this forum, people believe that if you're in the beauty world, you don't have any issues. I don't remember the young lady's name, but I do remember the story. And I mess up names a lot, so I'm not going to dishonor her by messing up her name. But she fell off a building or she committed suicide. And the one thing people said was, right, she looked like she had it together. What's she going through? This is your final question. What are you going through? Scared to answer. She's like, what are you going through? Give me your honesty. What are you going through right now? When people look at you like, oh, you're fine. You're perfect. What are you going through right now that someone would think you're going through? Anything?
So I know it may not be proper etiquette, and I do apologize if I get snatched up about this. I'm gonna have to take.
Well, we all get snatched up every now and again. We ready for the snatch
I love
up. We
you,
gonna buy some
aunties.
gloves.
I really do. I love y'all, but my weight class is considered what they have affectionately called us now in the trend of things as the skinny fat.
What is that?
You're too fat to fit with the skinny girls, and you're too skinny to fit with the BBWs or the women that are a little bit more bountiful than you.
BBW's bad.
Yes.
So
Yes, I hate the connotation, but
So you hate all- you don't like any of that?
All of it. All of it.
Yeah.
It's a form of abuse, and that's the reason for my platform. It's a form of abuse.
I have never heard of that. I'm not even. I never heard of you're too skinny to be with the skinny. No, what is it again?
You're too fat to be skinny, and you're too skinny to be fat, basically.
Okay.
But I don't like skinny fat. I don't like BBW. I don't like any of it because
So that's the thing that's bothering
it's
you right now.
What is the necessity and the need to characterize us?
Yeah, women themselves.
We always have to fit in some type of class. We can't just be.
Like what she said.
And I'm
just
here for
be
us
you.
to be.
Be you.
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
Mhm.
You're teaching me
Because one of
something.
the things that I have faced, and I knew I was going to face it because I faced it all my life. So I knew I was going to face this, and this was going to be my moment to be able to stand forward. Full figured. You're not full figured. Yes, I am. According to the doctors, I'm obese.
What?
According to doctors, we all obese. There is no truth in that. I'm
I'ma
a
tell you
healthy
right
eater.
now, I don't even nail it.
Right. I'm a healthy eater, and
'Cause
I'm gonna eat what I
tell you,
want.
like my grandma told me, my doctor name is Jesus, and we be on clouds, and ain't nobody big up there.
I'm
We
in,
all-
and say it again.
We all floating up there.
Say it again. I'm in. But yes, that's it.
So that's what you're going through, right?
Yes. And that's my
That does
reason to
pan in with
stand.
your platform.
Hmm.
I would
In addition to, our generational, my platform, I call it, named it. Y'all, I'm trying to keep it together. I really am, because y'all know. Y'all know. So I'm going to try to say
Phil,
this
we need
real
some
quick.
tissue. Where my husband? We need some tissue. I can't pull it out my chest. There's not etiquette.
And y'all see, I'm like all natural,
Okay,
because
go
y'all
ahead,
know
go ahead.
that the mascara will start running on me.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, that's why the sisterhood is here. That's why we're set up like this. That's why there's nobody else doing the interview, because you can see my voice is, I've been doing interviews. But I mean, it matters. And the reason why I wanted to do this and I came to LaToya about it is because people need to know we matter. People matter. They're going through things. Yes, she's a director, but it doesn't mean when she takes off her sash and her crown, please don't say tiara, her crown.
That's right.
That there's something going on. So there's ways and avenues that you need to approach people and understand what they're going through and whom you're approaching. I would have never, I probably would have been on coming, okay, not skinny mini, and that would have been like, why you call me that? Why you doing that to me? And that would have tipped something in you. So now I know. See, so that's not a bad thing. What you going through, Miss Jasacola? When you feel, no, I stay here all day. We ain't gonna stay here all day. Go ahead. Thank you for that.
First off, I'm not going through anything that Jesus himself cannot fix.
Come on now. Come on now. I done lost my voice now.
But since the beginning of the pageant, even coming into the pageant, yes, I was modeling. But the point of me modeling was to build my self-esteem up, because it had slowly started down, coming down. So since the beginning of the pageant, I have lost a total of 6 members of my family, my sister included. The death of my sister almost made me quit, to be completely honest. 'Cause that was my baby. Like, that was my baby, that was my heart, that was my confidant. She the one, sis, I don't care. Like, I don't care. But you do what? So just with that in itself, but even still working on my confidence and self-esteem, I still hear the voices. So I'm not as hurt that they're gone, because in a way, they're still here with me. They're still helping me. They're still guiding me on this journey. And that's actually my motivation, just to keep going. Just to keep going, because neither one of them would have let me quit. I've never been known to be a quitter. If I start something, I'm going to finish it. If I'm up, I'm up. If I'm down, I'm down. But like I stated, it's nothing that the Lord himself can't fix. And that's just...
That's when I was doing radio, right? I lost my grandmother. And one of the men said, oh, you should still keep going. And I didn't understand it, but I didn't understand it then. I didn't understand it then. And the reason why he said that was because we live for our ancestors. And so your strength is there, even you don't even know why, but it's there because of them. She's an ancestor now. So that's a good thing that you're going, and to find a platform, an avenue that you can have a sisterhood to continue to do that in. That's a great thing, because you didn't say, okay, I'm going to close myself away. I want to keep going. I want to keep going in this venture for a reason. Now, if it was something we was all doing something crazy.
I have a purpose, and it's not for the crown. If I win the crown, God be the glory, I'll take it.
Right. I don't see you giving it back. I don't see you giving it back.
I'm not giving it back
Oh, just
once
mad?
I get
Thank
it.
you,
But
thank
it's a bigger purpose behind this journey for me.
Well, thank you
than
for
it is the
sharing that.
crown.
And you didn't cry.
I didn't cry.
Not yet.
Not because
Miss
it's
Ale-
eyelashes.
Mine doing something too. Miss
You know
Alexis,
something.
let's go here. What are you going through you want people to know?
Okay, I want to know.
Oh,
Wait a minute. No.
not all your business. Just a lot of that. A lot of that.
But really, it's just this kind of came at a time when I am definitely in transition. You know, it's getting to be back into single motherhood and whatnot, and you know, who knew? I mean, well, I knew, but you know, this all came along at the same time, and it really put a spotlight on the support that I know I needed, that I know I wasn't gonna get. And so, you know, but that's good because the people who you, like LaToya always say, the people who you think's gonna support you, they ain't there. But the ones you ain't never thought about, they are all
They popping up, ain't
they?
they?
All up in it.
I was like, girl, I didn't know you were gonna send me that, girl.
Yeah, you know,
I
they
should call you more.
You know, they all in it. They, you know, congratulations.
Yeah.
Tell me when do we vote for you? When do you,
Yeah.
strangers? Because you know you got to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And I put myself out there I mean, people see me all over the place. But I put
Lexi
myself-
around town?
Yeah, Lexi around town. I'm in the kitchen and all kinds of places. But it's the, you know, even just walking out with the sash, they was like, "Oh, you in a pageant?" Then you tell people, "Yeah, I'm in a pageant too." And you'd be surprised how many people are in pageants all over town.
Yeah.
And little girls, big girls. And I found that, especially younger girls, are really like, "You're in a pageant?"
Yeah.
You know? Younger girls who, you know, may have, you know, been told that they, you know.
Couldn't do it.
And they're like, "You in a pageant?" Like, "Yeah, I'm in a pageant." And like, "Oh, I could do that too." Yes, you can do that too. And I'll be the first to tell you, I didn't think I could either, let me tell you. But you can.
Yeah.
And it's a process, and you go through it, and you find a lot out about yourself that you didn't think you knew, or you thought you knew and realized, okay, I know that now. So, you know, it's just that, you know.
Yeah.
So this has really been a big transition for me, and it came at a really good time. And I, you know, one of the questions that you asked was, when did you think? There was a couple of times I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, you know, because I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not getting this, and so I'm gonna do this, and how I'm gonna do that, and you know, just let it go.
Yeah.
You are where you're supposed to be, and let the universe move you where you're trying to go. You don't have to ask. You don't have to figure it out. You know, I get in my head a lot. You don't got to get in your head. Let it happen and let it flow. And once you do that, you'll be surprised how far you go.
Come on, scratch off tickets. Yes. Ma'am.
What I'm dealing with now, when I first started this journey, probably a month before that, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Perfectly fine. I woke up one day. Well, actually, I had been sick like over the weekend. I was just not feeling well. So I'm in school as well, so I was trying to get through a midterm, term paper, all of that. And I was just not trying to go to the doctor. So when I finally went, I almost went in diabetic coma at that moment. So a lot of people, what I was getting was, "Oh, you probably need to eat better." You probably, you know, just looking at me because they thought people overweight don't eat right. I eat fine. I don't eat sweets. I don't eat beef, pork. I don't eat a lot of things that people may think people may eat that makes them unhealthy. Not knowing that wasn't it. My pancreas just wasn't producing insulin. It could have been, and a lot of people don't know, since COVID, a lot of people have been getting diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, just out the blue, and hypertension. Nobody ever knew that, so I went from taking no medicine to 5 prescriptions a day, 5 to 7 prescriptions a day. I just started to come off some. So I didn't know at first. I think when I first talked to LaToya, I was like, "Oh, I'm going through so much." She was like, "You sure you're gonna be able to do it?" I said, "Yes, I can do this." So when it came time to come with a platform, I was torn between diabetes and domestic violence. And the reason why I chose domestic violence, because for 20 plus years, my mom was abused by my father, and she's not here to support me through this journey. She is in heaven. So I chose to do that because I chose to get her voice out, because she never was able to get her voice out. So that's why I chose between the two. And when I think I talked to Mrs. Hill, she was like, do both. And the reason why I was gonna do domestic violence. Talk about diabetes because a lot of us don't go to the doctor.
Right.
A lot of us don't go to the doctor. When we go to the doctor, we're not treated fairly.
Right.
We're not, we're mistreated. So I just wanted to get that out there. But as of right now, that's what I'm still dealing with at this moment.
I thought I had something. For me, my mom is still here, so I can't tell you I know that pain. I can say that if I was running and she wasn't here, I don't know if I would have the strength to do that. So that's a lot of strength. Hello. How are ya?
Wonderful.
All right. Uh-huh. So what about you?
Oh, well, the question should have been, what are you not dealing with?
Come on, get me right. Get me right. I like a good get right now. What are you not dealing with?
We'll be here all day.
Uh-uh.
Let's see.
We ain't got that type of money and time. Let's do a little bit.
What I'm dealing with. So, been diagnosed with depression.
Mm-hmm.
They prescribed me with medication. Won't take it. It makes me sleepy, groggy, incoherent, and I drive too far back and forth to work, so just won't take it. Diagnosed with anxiety. So a lot of crowds overwhelm me. But I push through that. So sometimes if you guys see me kind of stand back or go in a corner to myself, I'm getting a little anxious. So I kind of like go in the corner and
I know the feel.
this is getting a little much for me. But I push through it because I have no choice, because I still want to be a part of this depression and anxiety. Took a lot out. My husband, just to try to figure out why I wouldn't sleep at night. Used to fuss at me. Why aren't you sleeping at night? I would be up working all times of night, emailing, because it would just like engulf me. I had to get workout.
Are you going through all this still doing the pageant as well?
During the pageant, I go through that now. I'm literally up. So I would take, as Helen Baylor would say, I would take pills to get up in the morning and pills to go to bed at night. Just trying to make it through the day, make it through the night. But it's getting better. It is getting better because my partner ain't crying. She does. I'm
so
listening.
Sit down somewhere.
I am listening. I put the computer down a lot of times and just sit and just try to figure out and breathe. When I feel something coming on, I will breathe and just be like, pageant is gonna be there tomorrow. Work is gonna be there tomorrow. Kids are gonna be there tomorrow, and just take time
to breathe.
For me, she tells me that every single day. Do something for yourself.
Oh, we saw that when she went on vacation, dude. For her.
Literally.
For her.
And she tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm going to be here, because I'd be like, you straight? What you need me to do? What you get? A, B, C. And she'd be like, girl, I'm okay. Go do something for yourself. Go do something for yourself. And I'd be like, but what you need? What you need? She'd be like, honey, if you don't gonna do something for yourself, because I'm gonna be here, this pageant gonna be here, your job's gonna be here, your husband's gonna be here, your family's gonna be here.
What about you?
Do something for yourself. What about you?
What about you?
And I had to let that resonate for a minute. Child, please. And it's starting to resonate because I'm like, hey, I got to figure out a flight. I need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I need to go do something. I need
to go up straight for a second.
Literally.
Literally.
So, I'm starting.
I like that.
Yes.
Ma'am, last but never least.
Something that I'm dealing with.
Not the part about them being in your inbox saying you wearing the same clothes, man. Not them doing you like that, ma'am. Give me a little something else,
They
man.
tried it. They always want the Louisiana toy, but I give them the Georgia toy because they're not ready. Anyway, the thing that I deal with the most would be trying to make sure that I'm remembering myself because I have so many people that I have to take care of. Well, maybe not have to, but I do. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to make sure things are in place.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it's 11 of them. But then I also have 6 reigning queens that are going to compete in nationals in November. Plus, I have to make sure the mentors are okay to keep on going. So, like, that's a lot of people that I'm trying to make sure is okay. And then sometimes I have found where I have ran myself thin. Well, found myself pouring from an empty place. But more recently, I have been able to say, yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I guess I'm getting older to where it's like, if I don't want to do something, I'm just not going to do it.
That's it.
I would seriously say, I don't want to do it. People invite me places, and I can't do it. Or at first, I ask, who you want me to be? You want me to be Toya or the director?
Ooh.
If you want me to be the director that day, I might not want to come and be the director. I just want to come be Toya. So, pretty much setting my boundaries and sticking to my boundaries is something that I'm dealing with. But after that last trip, oh, it's easy.
Well, we are going to wrap this beautiful segment up, guys. I mean, as they know I went over a little bit. But either which way, I am excited that you guys have been here to share your stories, your love, your power. Your power. Jesus, your power. I don't think I could have took us all today. So many of us. Yeah. Tell them what's going on August the 13th, because this is going to be out in a few days, y'all.
All right, yes. All right, so the Miss Full Figure Georgia Pageant 2022 is going to be on August 13th at the Georgia International Convention Center. Doors open at 4 o'clock. Event starts at 5 o'clock. We still have tickets on sale. You can go to Brown Paper Tickets. You can choose any of these lovely ladies' names and purchase the ticket. Be in the building. Y'all don't want to miss this. We also have a new segment that we have added to the pageant that none of the other systems, none of the other pageants in this system have, Mr. Big and Tall. So we have some plus-size men coming through with the swagger. So something different coming through.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So make sure you are in the building. There's going to be swimwear, going to be talent, going to be a little dance routine. We might be giving you a little Beyonce, you know. So be there. That's the place to be on August 13th.
I'm so excited you guys came. Every one of you guys are powerful. You're beautiful. I'm honored to even be beside you guys. Thank you for your direction. Thank you for your mentorship. Thank you for the love. Thank you for being here. Energy Talks Radio Show Powerful Women segment. That's a wrap. All right.
Our culture, our love, our power, our magic, our way.
Energy Talks Radio. Toss Radio.